Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Young at Heart, session number 19. I'm Father James DeLucio of the Paulist Fathers, here once again in the basement of the Paulist Fathers Rectory in New York City. Hardly anyone comes down here anymore these days, but it seems like a good quiet place to share a little bit of childhood memories with you all. Today's selection begins a short story, a story that had a strong impact on me when I was a child. I return to it quite often, and you know it too. Puss in Boots, about a very extraordinary, very clever cat. It was made into quite a clever movie several years ago by the same people who made the series of Shrek movies, but the version that I'm most enamored of comes from a version that I encountered as an adult because of these marvelous illustrations by Fred Marcellino, an Italian artist who really captured the spirit of this story and brought us to a time long ago, a kind of Renaissance time, back to like the time of Shakespeare, the 16th and 17th centuries. So I'm going to share some of the illustrations with you from the book. Here's a look at the cover. You can see what an astounding looking cat Fred Marcellino has made. And this, of course, is Puss in Boots in his glory, once most of the story has been told. So there we have him, there. I had actually found this book when I was looking for a gift for my nephews and nieces, and my mom has always enjoyed children's books, so I had a copy for them all at Grandma's house as well. I didn't have a copy, and not being at my parents' and not being able to borrow one these days, I just sent away for it, and very happy, even more happy to share it with you. So this is Puss in Boots, illustrated by Fred Marcellino, translated from the French by Malcolm Arthur, because this story was first written by that great French storyteller, Charles Perrault, or Charles Perrault, as the English like to call him. We've mentioned him before in one of the other poems. So you have seen the cover, and now the inside illustration, and I'd just like you to take some time to really enjoy it, if I can. See there's a mill wheel inside a windmill, and there's our cat. We'll hear a little bit about the life of the cat before our story begins. And there the cat is ready to pounce upon those unsuspecting mice. There we are. But don't you love these drawings? I just thought, my goodness. So it's a lot of fun to share them with you. I suppose I must tell you it's published by Farrar, Straus, Giroux, New York as well, if you're interested in a copy yourself. If not, hopefully you'll enjoy this introduction to it. Mr. Marcellino dedicated this illustrated book to Nico, N-I-C-O. All right, I'm going to show you the pictures after I read the page, so you can use your imagination, which is a very important part of life, I tell you, and then you can see if Mr. Marcellino's vision of the story matches yours in any way. So, here we go. The story of Puss in Boots. A miller had 3 sons, and when he died, he left nothing but his mill, his donkey, and his cat. The sons didn't send for a lawyer because they knew their whole legacy would have gone to lawyers' fees. Sorry, lawyers who are watching. But it didn't take them long to decide who would get what. The eldest got the mill, the second got the donkey, and the youngest got nothing but the cat. He wasn't very happy about it. My brothers will be able to work together and make a decent living, he said. But once I've eaten my cat and made a muff out of the fur, I'm sure to starve. We don't really like the thoughts that this young man is having, do we? Imagine to even think of doing such a thing, an offense to cat lovers everywhere, and not to mention animal lovers and priests. All the same, as we know, this is not what's going to happen, or there'd be no story. So we forgive the young man, and we're thankful for the cunning of the cat, which reminds us of one of the sayings of Jesus. Remember when he tells us, be cunning as serpents and gentle as doves. So let's see if this cat is going to live up to that maxim. But as promised, here's the beautiful illustrations. First, you will see the young man moping there, feeling that he's gotten the worst of the deal. And notice the story doesn't include much grief on behalf of the deceased father. It gets right to the point and gets us to this mischievous, wonderful, clever cat, or at least that's what we'll find out pretty soon. But there he is, moping there by the well, and there's our cat, an orange-furred cat, very attractive, I think. And then we'll move to this side of the page there, and you can see, let's see if you can see, there's the windmill, and the two brothers, and the donkey. Now, if you don't know the story, which do you think you would prefer to inherit? The windmill, the donkey, or the cat? So, there our story has begun, and I think I'll probably stop there. A 7-minute video is enough, perhaps, to catch your imaginations and to keep you thinking. Maybe you can tell the story to one another. And again, if you're home alone, call somebody and share your reminiscences about Puss in Boots, whatever you may happen to remember, and also share it if you can. We'll see if your version ends up matching this version that I'm sharing with you. So we have to end, of course, with another little nursery rhyme, a very short one today, and that is Hickety, Pickety, my black hen. Do you remember that one? Hickety, Pickety, my black hen, she lays eggs for gentlemen, and gentlemen come most every day to see what my black hen must lay. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember those stories of childhood. They bring us a great gift and deepen our hearts for love and fun and kindness. God bless, stay well and healthy. Goodbye, everyone.